Now then, people. So look, if you've ever wanted to make money every day from the Forex market, but you didn't quite know where to start, I've got the perfect solution for you. Go and visit our sponsors, superleadsforex.com, and see for yourself how you could start making a 20 to 30% return of your money every month and on a 100% hands-free audio pilot with your very own Forex trading robot. There's absolutely no previous trading experience needed and literally anybody can do it. Better still, you can actually test drive this cash cranking system for yourself on your own PC or laptop, free of charge for 30 days. So you have absolutely nothing to lose whatsoever, people. You can get all the exciting info right now at superleadsforex.com. So go check it out. How's it going, people? It's Charlie and welcome back to another video on the Chatting Leeds YouTube channel. Hope everyone's doing all right this evening as always. So then guys, it's time for your pre-match thoughts video ahead of Chelsea versus Leeds United tomorrow at Stamford Bridge. It's the standard 3 o'clock kickoff, this one, guys. Unfortunately, it's not made it to TV. But hey ho, I'm sure we'll all be catching it on a stream somewhere, wherever we're all going to be watching. So let's be real, guys. This one's going to be a very, very tough ask. Chelsea, although they're not in great form and they've got players out themselves, they've got much better strength in depth in their squad. It goes without saying. But you never know. With this Leeds United side, we could cause a surprise. And I hope I'm proved wrong. I just think we're in for a very tough afternoon, guys. But just before we get into it, smash that like button, please subscribe, share your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below, and hit that notification bell so that you're always aware of when I'm uploading. And yeah, we'll get into it properly now then. So Chelsea versus Leeds, a game that, you know, some people are saying is a free hit. I don't usually like to use that term, but I can understand why people do use that term in games like this, especially with our form so far this season. You know, you've just got to look at how well Chelsea have started this season off. You know, they've dipped slightly in recent weeks. You know, they did lose to West Ham last week. They only drew against a poor scum side. So, you know, there's positives to take. As I said, they've got players out as well. I think Jorginho, Loftus-Cheek, Kovacic, Kante, Chilwell. You know, they have got players out, but the players that they can bring in are just much better than the players that we can bring in for our injuries. Chelsea don't have to rely on their under-23s like we do lately. I'm not saying our under-23s are poor. I'm just saying that obviously because of the wealth that Chelsea have got and the strength in depth, they don't need to worry about that. It'll be interesting to see what lineup Tuchel actually goes with in this game. We know that he likes to go with the 3-4-3 system. So you're going to be looking at maybe Marcus Alonso at left wing back. I don't know who they're going to play at right wing back because Reece James played in midfield in the Champions League a few nights ago. So it really, you know, we can't really tell who is going to be playing in that midfield. You're probably going to be looking at Ross Barkley and Saul Niguez, who looks absolutely woeful for them at the minute. So that fills me with a bit of confidence. If it is them two in midfield, I think we could easily cope with the midfield battle. But it's the strength that they've got in defence and in attack. You know, at the back, Thiago Silva, Rudiger, Christensen, I think Trevor Chalobah's out as well. I forgot to mention. So yeah, he's had a really good season for Chelsea so far. So that's a positive for Leeds too. As I was saying, you know, Thiago Silva, Rudiger, Christensen, and then up top, they've just got Lukaku back. He scored against Zenit in the Champions League. Werner scored 2 and assisted Lukaku's goal. So whether they go with Werner, Lukaku, they might not even go with either of them. They could go with Havertz, Hudson-Odoi, Ziyech, Pulisic. You know, whoever they put in is a threat, basically. But one player that I just want to touch upon for Chelsea is Reece James. I think I'm actually quite terrified at the prospect of facing Reece James. I think he's just an unbelievable footballer. You know, he's come a long way since those days in the Championship when he was playing for Wigan. I remember he was really good then, but no one obviously acknowledged him until he went to Chelsea and started playing more under Frank Lampard originally. But yeah, what a footballer he is, and he's going to go a long way in football, I think. Obviously, I forgot to mention Mason Mount as well. He's been a bit in and out of this side as well this season, but you never know. He could play, he might not. I think Tuchel's a bit unpredictable as well in terms of his lineup, so you know, they might see Leeds as a easy game on paper for them, so they might field what they call a weakened side. But you never know, do you, really, with Tuchel as well. So we'll get on to Leeds now. So as I touched upon yesterday in my predicted 11, guys, we've got 4 key players out once again. Bamford, Phillips, Cooper and Rodrigo. Obviously there's Koch as well, but we haven't really seen him this season, so I ain't really counting that really. Obviously Cooper's the one that I think is not going to be a huge miss. I expect Pascal Strike, to play at the back, with Llorente and Forshaw to occupy the Calvin Phillips role, which I think he's more than capable of doing. It's just I don't want Forshaw to all of a sudden turn to glass as well and get injured easily in this game. So yeah, I'm expecting, you know, the pressure's off Leeds in this game. Like, loads of people are saying it's a free hit, which, as I said, I can understand why people are saying that. I don't personally get on board with that. I think Leeds should be going out to try and win the game or at least get a point. If we can avoid defeat in this game, though, I think it'll be a huge bonus. I would forget your arm, I'd snap your head, your shoulders, everything off for a draw at this moment in time, especially with the injuries that we've got out. It all depends on that lineup for me. You never know with Bielsa. He could start Charlie Cresswell at the back and put Strike in the Phillips role. He could do, as I said, Forshaw there. You just never know. Could put fucking Meslier in goal. You just never know. So, sorry, not Meslier in goal. Rafinha in goal. I don't know. It could put anyone anywhere, couldn't it? Let's be real. So you just never know. Once I see the lineup, that's when I'll either be confident or not. And I'll be honest, people, I think we're in for a very tough afternoon. And yeah, like I said, the midfield battle, I think we can win. It depends what they go with in midfield. As I say, if they put Reece James in there again, that could be a bit of a test for us. But if it's Barkley and Saul, I think we can easily win that battle, let's be real here. We know what Ross Barkley's capable of, and from what I've seen of Saul, he doesn't look great at all. They're drawn about sending him back to Atletico, aren't they? So, you know, that just shows how well he's done. So yeah, I think Leeds can really get at this Chelsea team. Hopefully we can. There's no pressure on us whatsoever. Rafinha will be key on that right-hand side. They'll probably try and isolate him because they'll be aware that he's probably our best player. So they'll be aware of that and they'll try to isolate him out of the game, which hopefully gives the licence for Dan James and either Tyler Roberts or Joe Gellart to proper get at that back 3 or back 5, however it is, in order to get at this Chelsea side. And, you know, as I said, they're not in great form. They've got players out. Let's try and take advantage of it. And if Leeds United can get a point in this game, I'll be more than happy. But what I will say, people, is if we do get beat 2-3, even 4-0, it's Chelsea. Like, just be realistic with who Leeds United are playing against in this game. It's not Norwich, it's not Newcastle, it's Chelsea, who are the current champions of Europe. So let's not have a meltdown on social media if Leeds lose this game, okay? It's a tough ask, but, you know, hopefully they can surprise us in this game. As for a prediction, my head says 2-0 Chelsea, but my heart, I'm going to go with 1-1 for my heart. But my head is saying 2-0 to Chelsea in this game, which, given the grand scheme of things, wouldn't be a bad result. As long as Leeds turn up and we play our football and we, play well and we compete, that's all we can ask for in this game, guys. And then we've got another very tough fixture on Tuesday night against Man City. But yeah, as I said at the beginning, people, hit me up with your thoughts and opinions in the comment section on everything that I've said. Who's your key Leeds player in this game? Where do you think Leeds can get at this Chelsea side? And what's your score prediction as well? Hit the like button, please subscribe, and I'll see you in my post-match reaction after the game tomorrow, people. Thanks for watching. So look, guys, Leeds United might not win every week, but you could be winning every week and be making a bit of money too with your own forex trading robot. So don't forget to check out our sponsor's website today at superleadsforex.com, and you could start making money within the next 24 hours. There's no previous trading experience needed and literally anybody can do it. There's also a risk-free 30-day trial available, plus a 25% discount for Leeds fans too. And you can all get the exciting information right now at superleadsforex.com. Please remember as well that trading does involve risk, just like any other business venture. So only trade with money you can afford to lose, okay?